Today we're going to be doing an upgrade to our screen, courtesy of Tesstudio. This year my work schedule changed just enough that I am arriving at work at just the right moment that the angle of the sun puts so much glare on my screen I can't see when I'm backing into my parking space. So one of the things that might solve this problem is being able to rotate my screen or swivel my screen to put it at a slightly different angle, also make a few things a little bit more accessible for both Rachel and I when we're out on the road. This is a new version 3 swivel mount screen bracket for our Model 3 from Tesstudio, and I'm going to show you how it goes in, and we'll test it out and all of that. We'll do the installation and a review, and if by the end of that you're interested in this, you can find the link down in the description and you enter the promo code SPINNER and you'll receive a discount. Full disclosure, we'll receive a small commission off of it, but that doesn't come out of yours. The Tesstudio pays me and gives you the discount. So here we go. Let's take a look at what is in the box. So we have the installation instructions from the bracket, which is great. I love being able to get the instructions. I don't always give these to us. And then inside this cloth, we've got the mounting bracket itself. This is a piece that covers our temperature sensor in the for our screen. That is part of the new mounting bracket itself, and the swivel mounts are in here. I'm not going to take them out of this packaging just yet. I'll wait until we get to the installation. But also in here, you've got all of the tools that you're going to need, because we've got the trim removal tool, we've got 2 different sizes of Torx wrench, we've got a 10mm socket wrench, and we've got a couple of Allen screws as well, plus the Allen wrench or hex driver, whatever you want to call it. And this should be all that we need to be able to install this mounting bracket onto our car. So the first thing I need to take off is this plastic plate right here. This is covering up a temperature sensor. And so I'm going to try to just get that off. There we go. That was easy enough. That got it. Okay. Then I need to disconnect the cable. There's this little tab right here. You should be able to get with a screwdriver. There we go. And we are disconnected. Next, there are a pair of 10mm bolts. One of them is right here, and the other one is right here. And I'm going to use the tool that came in the kit. And if this proves to be too difficult, I'll just get my socket set. All right, those are out. So I have a microfiber cloth towel down, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the screen, and it should come right out. There we go. And there is the screen. I'm going to lay it down here, but before I do that, I'm going to have to disconnect some stuff. And before I disconnect anything, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Safety all the way down at the bottom, power off. And it just turned on. If you bump the screen when it's powered off, it will come back on, so try not to bump it. Safety, power off. Take 3. Safety, power off. And there we go. Next thing that needs to come off is this bracket right here. It's held on by 2 Torx bolts, and I'm going to use the larger of the Torx wrenches that came in the kit. I'm going to take them off, get this out of here, and then I can get to the cable and disconnect my screen a little easier. We're going to want to save these screws as well. And there that's out of the way. Now I need to disconnect my screen from the cable, and there's this protector that I think is supposed to keep it from getting unplugged while you're on the road. So I want to be careful not to break that, but it just slides up out of the way. And then you can pinch this thing here, little tab, and should release the cable. There we go. Then I can slide this bracket out, and then the screen is completely disconnected. Now, if after the install I want it to go back to factory settings, I'm going to hang on to this bracket. It's just a piece of plastic, but it's the way that it's shaped, and it's going to make sure that everything still remains factory. Same with this little thing, except for this. I'm going to take this off. This right here is the temperature sensor. This is just a plastic mounting plate. And I'm not going to use this with the new bracket, but I'm going to hang on to it for if I want to put it back to factory settings or factory appearance, but I need to take these screws out with the smaller of the Torx wrenches. This I'm going to hang on to along with the screws, and this I'm going to store somewhere. And here's the gratuitous shot if you want to know what your Tesla dash looks like without the screen there. So now we're ready to install the bracket. There's got an L stamped on it, and I believe that goes near the driver's side. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in place. There we go. Because the instructions have this part facing up. And if I put it in the other way, that part faces down. So that's where this is what I'm using as my reference on the instructions. Then we've got this decorative trim panel, which I've got to take my wires, run them through it so that they're going through. And this is so that we've got the hole plugged up. And now that's all in place. And now we're ready to put those bolts back in here. There we go. All right, now that's in place. Next, there's this bracket, which is a decorative shell. It can only go on here one way. It goes that direction. If you try to put it on this way, it just doesn't line up right. So that makes life a little easy. And here we're going to use the hex screws that we took out and attach them using the hex wrench that was provided. Sorry about my hands being in the shot, but while I'm in this angle, I'm going to go ahead and grab this last remaining bracket. This is part of the new kit, and this is for the temperature sensor. It's got the square box on it for my car. So I'm going to line this up here, and the screw pattern will only go in one way. Get the screws started, and for this we'll use the smaller hex wrench. Sorry, I just needed to pull it in off camera to get a little bit more leverage. But now the temperature sensor is back in place, and I'm ready to plug that back in when we're ready. Now I'm ready to plug the screen back in. Pull my cable out, line the plug up, and push it in until I hear a click. Did I get a click? Yeah. I removed that decorative panel just so I could get better access to the cable. Try to keep it out of the way. There we go. Now that's back in place. And now I'll just put this back in and tighten it back up. Next thing we're going to do is line up this tab here with this bar. Just going to put it up, push it in place, and there we go. That puts the screen in place. Now, the kit comes with 2 more bolts and an Allen wrench, and that's how we're going to attach the screen to the bracket. Line up the Allen wrench, line up the Allen nut and the Allen wrench, and tighten it up. Last thing to do is to plug in the temperature sensor that I've already attached to the new bracket. Tuck all the cables back in the hole. Line that up. So here it is installed. You can see the range of motion that we've got on it. I can put it over here for me. I can stick it over that way for Rachel. If we've got glare, I can tilt it up, I can tilt it down. And it's got enough resistance that it doesn't flop around. The tolerances are very tight. And I'm actually kind of liking the positioning of the screen here for the driver. I can interact with it a lot easier with it in this position. I'll put the link down in the description if you would like to get one of these for your own Tesla. And if you enter the promo code SPINNER, you can receive a discount. If you have one of these in your car, let me know what your opinion of it is. And thanks for watching.